Last time on Wonders and Blunders.
When you look up, you see this long, almost arachnid leg slide up into a small hole in the ceiling.
We should leave right now.
You see little pebbles and dust starting to fall, and like a little hole starting to be formed.
Something's burrowing through the ceiling in the hallway behind us.
This way we go! And then the whole wall caves in sideways, and you just see this huge arachnid-looking creature.
Yeah, I think at this point, run!
Somebody's gonna have to hold back.
I'm gonna have to hold it back.
So now there are 3 of the small ones in the hallway with you, and you hear the digging of the big one coming up behind them.
I'm gonna whisper to Sky, like, go, climb to the top. And then I'm gonna let go of the rope and slide down and, like, roll and come up into a fighting stance at the bottom.
The rocks behind you, a bunch of them fall out, and you see some of the legs starting to get through, and one of the faces of the small ones sticks through, and you hear it screech, and behind it you hear the screams of 2 more as those rocks start to fall down one by one, and they start to dig their way through into your tunnel. You are now surrounded. So when we last left, the gnome had just started climbing, which means it is now Valen's turn.
I continue to climb.
Okay, great.
It's a turn.
So you get half your movement speed in climbing. Is that right?
Can you dash while climbing?
That's up to you.
You can dash, yeah. And
Half your movement speed, really? Oh, cool.
I think that's what the rule is. Yeah,
I think so.
half your movement speed
I
in
trust
climbing
you, I
because
just
it's a rope. It's not a difficult climb or anything like that.
I fear that it might be a third.
Is it a third?
There's a feat that
So,
does
like,
something.
Tabaxi gets a climbing speed of 20. I don't know what that means relative to everything else.
Yeah, it would be that's quite a bit faster, and it means that you'd be able to climb
Like
things
anything.
like without a rope.
Yeah, like not anything, but anything that you could reasonably climb, I guess.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay.
and you would get a speed instead of having to like make strength checks and stuff like that.
And I think it's with
Yeah, that makes
instead
sense.
of being, I think it's a third.
I think
Is
it's
it-
only. It looks like it's only half.
Is it half?
Double checking it right now.
It says somewhere like every foot of
Experience,
climbing costs you something.
While
feet.
climbing or swimming, each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot.
Oh, okay.
So it's half. Yeah.
Sick.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Unless a creature has climbing speed.
Yeah. So you can move 15 with your movement, and then you could use your action to move again.
I do that.
Okay. So you, and this is, I'm pretty sure the second turn you've spent climbing.
Yeah.
Right. So then you would be like 100. No, wait a minute. Because you're moving 30 feet a turn, so you'd be about 60 feet up the rope now.
Yeah.
But- Yeah. Okay.
15, 15. Next turn, 15, 15.
Yeah, cool.
Then it is Star's turn.
So I just did a sick dive down the hole and roll to the bottom,
Yeah, that's right.
dismounting perfectly. I'm just gonna, so how many of these there's the big mama, and how many of the other weird things? I remember that I was facing like 3 on one side, and there was others on the other side.
We killed all the other little ones.
No, there's 3 more coming through the wall behind us.
Three more coming through the wall.
Yeah.
Right.
So
That was the side that I was facing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna stand there and take the dodge action, I think.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Then it's Ben and Rowan. You're on deck.
And we don't see Big Mama yet, right?
No, Big Mama's still in the hallway. You can hear her digging. She digging.
And we can't see the other 3 little ones yet. They are also digging.
You can see them now. They've broken through. They haven't been able to. They just broke through, so you can see one clearly, but you can see there's 2 others behind it.
Okay. Yeah, Ben turns and with his little taloned hands, now that he's in cute little owl form, holds up, and there is a sort of it'd be like this. So a noise echoes around one of them, and it sounds like sort of the tolling of an old grandfather clock, like a large. Yeah, that's
Okay.
the large, and it makes a wisdom. Yeah.
A
A
wisdom
dolorous tolling? I don't know if does that sound good? Yeah. Wisdom 13.
Okay. Fail.
Cool. And it has not taken any damage?
These 3 have not. No.
1.
One day. You guys are just blowing these things away with these ones.
Big hits.
Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you.
Big hits.
Okay.
God damn it.
Then it's
Second
Rowan's
one.
turn.
Well,
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to peek around the corner away from Big Mama, going the other route that we haven't been yet. And I'm going to see if I can find, just from standing there, if I can see another route that might possibly lead to either another hole or another way out of here that isn't currently infested with creepy crawlies.
Okay, so a couple of things. To get to that corner, you will have to cross. So you came down the rope hole.
Mm-hmm.
To the right is where you went. There was a passageway, and then past that is the left turn where you and Valen came down, and then there was another left turn beyond that.
So
it's quite a distance down. Yeah,
do I want to go that far?
You would have to dash to get to that corner.
And I can't see Big Mama, so I don't know how close to the end she is.
Yeah, and if you went in that direction, you would pass the tunnel that Big Mama's coming down right now.
Yeah. Well, that would give us at least then a view of how much progress she's making.
It would give you a view.
Yeah, and I can shout it at you guys.
Good luck with Big Mama.
I think I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to sneak through there and see if I can get a beat on further down the hall. Or I guess I can't sneak. I'm dashing. So yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You're dashing?
I'm gonna dash down the other way to see what I can see, if that would be of help to us.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna have a quick glance at Mama and see how far she's going.
Okay. So it is dark.
Yeah.
So you're running down this hallway.
I have the torch, don't I?
And
Do
I
I
have
not
fire in my
have the
hand.
torch?
I think, was it you?
I left
Valen
it.
dropped the
Valen
torch,
dropped
so
the
you
torch.
could
It's
have
definitely
I-
here somewhere.
Thought I did, but we can say I don't.
No, I mean it would have just been on the ground otherwise, so you could pick it
Oh,
up
yeah, I'll
before you
snatch it
run.
up along
Yeah.
the way then. Yeah.
So you run past. You like kind of
going with light.
So you like flick the torch out to the right to look
Yeah.
down this passageway, and you see just claws digging through. You're very observant, so you can see that she is a little over 20 feet away from the end of this tunnel.
Okay.
And then you dash down the rest of the way, you turn around the corner, and you can see into the tunnel that you and Valen originally fell into. And then beyond that, you can see that left-hand turn where you heard little scrabblers.
I
Before.
hear scrabblers. Okay.
Well, you heard kobolds in there when you first came down, but you didn't go that way.
Okay. And from down there, I'll shout that it looks like Big Mama's about 20 feet away from the mouth of that tunnel.
Okay.
And
How would that sound? I just want to hear what Rowan sounds like when he shouts.
Oh.
Actually, I do too.
I don't know if I've shouted as this guy yet.
No, he hasn't raised his voice.
He's quiet. I think we got about 20 feet before Big Mama comes around that corner.
Satisfied me?
Good shout.
Does that get you where you were going?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I understood it. It was loud. Great shout.
Bree, your turn.
I am assuming that Big Mama, hearing that Big Mama is going to come around the corner, I'm just gonna step right to the corner and just prep to stab it the moment it turns the corner.
Okay. Karadov.
Okay, so I'm down by the bottom of the rope here, and there's 3 little guys that have just busted through the wall.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to whack it with my staff.
Okay. Yeah. So you can step up to the hole to give it a whack.
I probably miss. I think that's just an 8 to hit.
An 8. Yeah. So you go to swing your staff at it, and it bites out at you, and you're forced to sort of recoil as it comes through, screeching and screaming.
Okay.
Valen, in the tunnel behind you, you just hear like, no, oh god, oh, and some scrabbling as the gnome starts to make his way up.
Excellent.
Then it is the Babby's turn. So Kara, because you stepped up, the one that is coming through is now engaged with you, so it can't clear the tunnel. So you see the other 2 start digging around it, trying to widen so that the 3 of them can get through. But right now, only one can attack you.
Great.
Surely there's no more behind these 3.
And I'm so durable.
Ooh, I forgot something.
Uh-oh.
Make a deck save, Kara. You're the first one to step down.
Wait, you're a halfling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Reroll those net ones.
That's a really lucky thing.
Netflix and their natural ability to cheat.
So that's an 18, not a crit fail.
Oh my
18.
god.
Oh, that is extremely good news because you step up to that to swing your staff at that little insect, and you feel a tripwire go off at your feet, and a net lets go from the side of the tunnel, which releases a big cascade of rocks down
Oh
at
boy.
you. So you manage to step back out of the way of those rocks, not getting crushed by them. And I have rolled this dice 3 times and gotten 3 critical failures.
What?
Keep
Oh my
rolling
God.
that dice.
This
That's
bug.
the good dice.
I mean, that works for me. Does it work for you guys?
yeah.
I'm okay.
And you hear the bug screech out as the rocks fall on top of it, pinning it under the ground and dealing some damage to it. It also covers up the hole again. So you can still hear them scrabbling and trying to get through, but it can't. It's going to swing at you, but it's going to swing with disadvantage now that it's pinned. And it misses. Yeah, it just reaches out and you're able to step back as the 2 claws just dig into the dirt as it tries to pull itself out from under these rocks. That is... Then it's Mama.
Oh.
And so around the corner, Bree, you start to see dust and pebbles flick around the corner as Mama continues to dig towards you. She sounds extremely close right now. Valen.
I think I continue climbing.
That makes sense. So you're now, with a dash, you're now 90 feet up the...
I think I will just like shoot a message back down, probably to like Star. How's it going down there? Are the rest of you escaping?
Can I respond?
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit busy. I'm just sort of like dodging, I guess, like trying to like.
Oh wait, that
Keep
might be an
it-
action
my-
to do message.
Is message an action?
It's a bonus
Oh, yes.
action.
I thought it was a bonus, wasn't it?
Uh,
But you wouldn't. It's your spell.
Yeah. Real
I'm
quick,
pretty
don't
sure
want
it's
to
a
cheat.
bonus action.
Don't want to cheat. It is 1 action to cast message.
Ah,
You don't
okay.
hear shit.
Okay.
Rewind.
I keep climbing.
Oh yeah, I'll give that a reminder too, just for some of our listeners who are new. If you cast a spell or something like that, just to say the name of the spell and what it does quickly after you
Right.
say what you're doing. Just so we know what's on the go.
Valen thought about casting message and concentrated on placing one hand in front of the next.
Okay, then it's Star.
So
those babies you were dodging from-
Can I start climbing?
Yeah, you can start climbing.
Oh man. I'm gonna suggest to everybody that we start climbing. So, I suggest we start climbing. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on that rope and start climbing.
God damn,
I think he's climbing.
that's great. That's amazing.
Oh god.
Okay, so you have a climb speed of 20, so you can move 40 feet if you dash. Okay,
Do that.
perfect.
Dives back in the hole and is like, you know what? Maybe not. Let's go back up.
Yeah, because he just came back down.
So you almost catch up with the gnome, who's sort of scrabbling down, and not far beyond the gnome, you can see the kobold too, just kind of crawling and grabbing in front of you.
Gnome's way late.
So I have a question. If I wanted to climb around them, could I like get on the wall and climb up it, or is it too smooth?
I would make you do a check, but you could try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Then it's Ben.
Okay. I can still see those ones trapped under the
You
little
can see the
babies.
one is sticking out. Yeah, and that one has taken quite a beating.
Yeah. Okay. Ben holds out his hand again, and again the sort of dolorous tolling of a grandfather clock is heard loudly echoing
Okay.
about it. It makes a wisdom saving throw. This is Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Cleric
Uh,
spell. 13.
13. It passes.
Okay.
Okay.
Where is clock?
They don't know what clocks are, so it's not ominous for them. Rowan.
Okay, so I'm down at the other end of this tunnel now. Do I see any sign of what looks like surface light from the dark of that other tunnel?
No.
No. But I can see
all the way down the hallway you came from. You can see the hole that you fell down originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no rope. And can I see the big mama sort of down the far end digging through now? Like, is there a straight line of sight to her?
If you look back in the direction you came from,
Yeah.
you can see you're still adjacent to the tunnel. Is that or perpendicular?
Perpendicular.
Yeah,
Okay.
to that tunnel. But you can see the dirt coming through, and you can hear her screeching and digging.
She sounds pretty big.
You know probably this is the round that she's going to come through. She's
Yeah.
very close.
Yeah. I remember the 20 feet from last time. Okay. Well, that's not going to do us much good if I run down the tunnel to find another way out and you guys are still here. So, I'm going to, I guess, run back back towards the people.
Okay.
And can I do it without dashing? No, I dash to get up here, right?
To get back where you were, you'd have to dash. Yeah. It's
Okay.
60 feet. You have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah, it's not till later. So I'll dash down and
So this time when you run by, you see the light flicker through and you just see teeth and this sort of eyeless face. And two of the spiky appendages actually like shoot out and try to grab at you as you run by, but you're too far away. They can't quite reach you.
okay. Yeah, and I'll like you kind of hear my footsteps come down the hall and as I come into sight, I'm kind of like skittering around the corner and oh, I think she's breaking through. I think this is it. And I'll kind of turn and face that corner.
Okay. Bree.
My rage ends because I didn't attack anything last turn.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no.
Not used to this rage mechanic yet. I am going to just kind of hold my position there. I'm waiting to surprise it with the spear.
Okay.
Holding my action.
Okay. Karadov.
What's this wolf doing?
The wolf is cowering at the bottom of the hole.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Yeah, it's looking around every time Big Mama screeches. It sort of curls up against the side of the wall and tries to back away. It looks to where you're fighting these smaller creatures, and it's looking down the hall toward, and it just doesn't know what to do. It's just sitting there.
All right.
But it's not biting you,
That's great.
which is nice.
It is nice. What a good
Country
wolf.
blessings.
I think wolves are all right.
Okay, I'm going to toss this little fire that's in my hand at the one that's pinned under the rock.
Okay.
It is a 15 to hit.
It is pinned, so you should take advantage. It won't move.
It is a 15 to hit.
Okay. You launch this fire at it, and it just hits that hard carapace, and it sort of shakes it off.
Right.
Then it
They are
is Star ahead of you. You just see like nah, as this gnome just continues climbing. That
Good.
baby is going to burrow through those rocks in front of it. It sort of reaches up over its back. It's like weird clicky arms just reaching all these rocks and grabbing them and tearing them off, and it frees itself. And it's going to attack you.
Great. Love it.
Nice.
That's a 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
That's good news. So it reaches out and you just manage to get your staff in between you and it and just hold it back. As the rocks do just fall down behind it, but you can now see the legs of the other ones starting to pull those away.
Great.
And they are going to, so those other ones burrow through, but they have to use their whole turn to do
We're
it.
dead.
So now there's 3 in the hallway with you. And Mama, at the same time, comes around the corner in the front. So, Bree, you can activate your action.
Stab. I stab badly.
Oh,
I don't get
man.
advantage for surprising it, do I?
I guess you would. It didn't know you were there.
I'll take it. That's better. That's a 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah. I stab it for 7.
7? Okay,
My
cool.
trident.
So you stab like right into its side, and you put all of your strength into this, and you still feel it barely crunch through its carapace. It's quite hardy, and as you stab through, it kind of like hisses to the side and turns to look at you.
We're level 1, Mike. What are you doing to us?
I'm giving you a big beastie to run away from, and you're fighting it. 7
Speak for
damage.
yourself. I'm running away.
Yeah.
If
I run up that rope, that rope is coming down with all of us.
my character
And
was-
she used her turn to get to there. So Valen, another
Yes,
30 feet for you there.
please.
Yeah, okay. So that's 120.
Yeah.
Star, you're gonna move.
I am gonna move as far as I can, but I'm also gonna shout back down the hole again. Everybody, follow me. Come up the rope. There is no need to stay down there.
Just to clarify, there's like 15 feet behind you. You're right up on the gnome's tail. How much rope is there below?
Fair mountain by now.
Star.
Right?
Oh, there's like 100 feet of rope. You had 300, I think more than 300 feet of rope that you lowered down this just under 200-foot passage. So there's a lot of space at the bottom of the rope.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna go for the acrobatics to try and climb the wall to get around the gnome.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Kick
Good
him
at
on the way
acrobatics.
up.
So let's hope I roll. I rolled a 12 plus 9 is 21.
21, yeah. Okay, so you you like reach over the gnome's head and then your claws dig into the ice on the sides and you're able to just sort of spiral around him and keep climbing past. And he's like, "Whoa, hey, whoa, hold on." As you pass by. Ben.
Ben. His eyes sort of glow a dull yellow, and you see a transformation sort of come upon him. He's been an owl, but he's kind of cute-ish, and now a lot more sort of predatory look comes upon him. His hands become even more covered in feathers, and sort of feathers reach out, and his nose and sort of extends and hardens, and with a sickening crunch, his jaw grows up to meet it, and they form a sort of an oval beak, and his head sort of elongates at the end into the sort of traditional horns, like feathered horns, and he holds up his hand, and a voice comes out of him. His mouth doesn't open, but this voice says, "You do not win this day." And the two creatures and the Big Mama make a Charisma 13 saving throw.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet they're
They're
real
not-
charming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not super charming.
Yeah, what can
Mama
I say?
and 2 babies?
Yeah, the two uninjured babies.
2 uninjured babies? Okay.
There's still 3 babies, right?
Aren't they all uninjured? I didn't hit.
No, this one
No,
is
this guy
injured.
got-
You got crushed by rocks.
And I hit it with one.
Right.
1 hit point to
Right.
Tollers.
Mama gets a 5 minus 1. Baby 1 gets 13 minus 1.
Okay.
Baby 2 gets 9 minus 1.
Okay, they've all been hit with Bane.
Bane.
So
no, I get it. I was like, oh, so it's Bane, right? I'm so slow.
so for the next minute, well, as long as the spell lasts, so it's a concentration spell. Any attack roll or saving throw, they must make a D4 and subtract that number from their attack roll.
Nice.
That
Okay.
is sweet.
It took me a long time to.
because I
What?
you do not win this day.
Yeah. And
This little boy knows all the pop culture references.
it's not what I was intending.
You're kidding now.
No.
He's just doing it innately at this point.
Instinct.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. Yeah, and
When he breaks your spine.
yeah. Yeah, he and then I'm gonna go up that rope.
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
I was like,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Small child, please climb the rope.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it backs. He backs into sort of up and then slings his shield across his back and disappears up into the hole.
Okay.
So that's I guess 20 feet up. You can go because of the.
Oh,
extra-
because you're shifted. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So then Ben is 20 feet. Star is 80 feet. Okay. Perfect. Then it is Rowan's turn.
I'm right next to Mama Bug.
Yeah.
I'm gonna over my shoulder. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Karadov, could you want to get climbing out there behind Ben? Make sure he doesn't slip." And then I'll try to get into a sneak attack on Mama Bug.
Yeah, perfect. You and Bree are both engaged with Mama Bug.
Oh, I don't think I hit. I don't remember what I had to it. So that is only a 13.
13 is not a hit.
Yeah, so I bounce off his
With
carapace.
advantage?
You do get advantage, yeah.
What am I getting advantage for?
What are you sneak attacking for?
Because
Because the sneak attack, I
No,
don't lose
based-
the advantage because I'm sneak attacking.
No.
Right, I'm thinking
can
I'm
only
trading
sneak
the
attack if
roll
you-
for the extra attack roll, right?
not only if you have
Well,
advantage,
yeah.
'cause it's just by being
right.
next.
Okay, that's 16.
16, also not a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, so my short sword dagger looking in my hands kind of clank up against the carapace, and it's like, oh, well, pickle.
Yeah, and it's sort of like rapidly moving around now, trying to, and it's you can see its head like cocking to the side every time somebody moves as it tries to like locate where everyone is. Then it's Bree's turn.
Stab. Stab. Yeah, so Bree lets out this, especially now that we don't have to be quiet, lets out this like loud roar as the spines, her scales sort of perk up on her back, and you can see the rage within her eyes as she pulls the trident back out and tries to stab it in again.
You're raging again.
I'm raging again with 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Whips.
Dice gone.
That's not even.
Finding all of your
Drop a
dice.
D8.
today. All your extra dice.
I was looking for that one.
Oh, it's right by the leg of your
Yes,
chair.
our feet are just surrounded by pools of dice that just fall
my
out.
my dice.
Oh my god! Look, I'm just
It's
gonna roll.
impossible to find
Okay.
one you
Oh,
actually
you got one
lost.
here. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 because of rage. So
7 damage. Okay.
Nice.
So you, again, like you pull this out and you see the blood sort of spatter up against the wall, and it turns to face you again, and you just stab it right center mass right into the chest, and it breaks through the carapace again, and it lets out it lets out a surprised roar.
Yeah.
Karadov.
Okay. All right, I'm going. And I'm going to mutter under my breath and toss a little handful of fire at Big Mama.
Big Mama.
And I'm gonna miss.
Okay.
No, wait. I might not miss. That's a halfling thing.
Oh.
I crit failed, but I reroll.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Friggin' halflings.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is 23 to hit
That is a hit.
Oh yeah.
for 5.
5 damage. Okay.
Dang.
So Bree, as you dig your trident in, the Big Mama sort of rises up against you and then just gets hit in the side of the face by this blurring ball of fire. And that sort of starts to hiss in that weird little cavity where its eye should be.
Ooh.
And you see it thrash around and scream again.
We're just having a roaring contest.
And I'm going to climb 15 feet up that rope.
15 feet? Okay.
I
Good
think
luck,
I
Wolf.
still have long strider on, so
So
might be
you're...
a little tiny bit more than 15 feet.
What would that be at?
I'm 35.
35. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So you're, just like a few feet behind Ben. And then it is the gnome who is now directly behind Star. And he's just kind of like, hey, look, excuse me. And he's going to wait until Star moves.
Wait, what? Why didn't I move when I did the?
You got in front of him.
Oh, that was just okay. Right.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So
I
he
thought
moves
I would
like,
spend movement to move past that, but okay, whatever.
oh yeah, well you caught up to him and then moved past him.
Oh, I see.
But he had a head start on you, so he's just right behind you now. So he shuffles up those couple of feet he can get behind you. I mean, probably you're all climbing at the same time, so you know he's just gonna wait.
Yeah. No. I understand.
Then the Babi Baboo. So who's still down here?
Me, Rowan, and the wolf.
Yeah.
Okay,
The wolf would be.
the wolf. Yeah.
Poor little wolf.
So the
I might tell that guy to make a run for it.
let's see what the wolf
I
does.
might have to go down that passage.
The wolf is going to Once you guys go up, it kind of like scrabbles at the bottom of the hole, and then when it's all by itself, it's going to dart away from those little ones and try to get past Big Mama. Big Mama's going to take a swing.
No.
Ooh, God, I'm rolling like shit today.
No, it's good. It's fine.
Which is good in this case, because the wolf darts past Big Mama, and just one of those big claws just digs right into the ground as it tries to get past. And the wolf just darts right under its claw and makes it down the hallway. And you see it dash. It's a little bit faster than you, Rowan, so it actually dashes around that corner
Good.
that you went to. Maybe good.
That's its reaction. Run.
Yeah.
Now's her chance.
The baby is going to climb up, or it's going to run, having seen Kara go up the hole. It's going to climb up after you.
Heard.
And take a swing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And it's going to miss. I'm switching dice.
No.
You're fine. You're fine.
So it like climbs in into the side and starts like stabbing at you, and you're able to just kind of kick it back down out of the hole. And so it's on your tail. And the other two scrabble up behind it as well, and they're going to try to come up the bottom.
Halfling has tail too.
And then it's Mama's turn. So Mama has been stabbed twice, so Mama's going to make an attack on Bree. That
Subtract a d4.
ooh,
Yeah, Bane.
that is a 16.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't hit.
Aha.
Because I've got my shield.
God, heck, damn. Okay.
My big antler shield.
So you see the claw come down towards you, and you get that antler shield right up under it. Just push it to the side, and it's going to get its second attack.
For sure.
And the other one, like when you push it to the side, you move out of the way just as one of its back legs comes to try to stab up under you, and you move to the side of that as well.
Time to solo 4 spiders.
Yeah, well, 3 of them are going up the hole. Then it's Balin.
I am more than 60 feet away from that spider coming up the hole behind us, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then I will.
You're like 100 feet away from
Then I'll just continue climbing.
Okay. So you are 150.
How close am I to that sweet daylight?
To that sweet daylight, you can smell the air above you. You're actually probably going to get out next turn
Amazing.
if all goes well.
Okay.
And actually,
The rope is attached to the wagon, right?
yeah. And actually, when you get where you are, you see Yuri's face pop down over the hole. And he's like, "Hey, Light said you were in trouble. You guys all right?"
Get the wagon moving.
What?
That's not my voice. Get the wagon moving.
Okay. And he kind of like looks down past you and just hears like, and then like the roar of Bree screaming out, and he's like, "Oh, geez, oh, okay." And he darts off.
Hopefully he moves it the right direction.
I assume he's
back it up.
Put the rope further in.
Yeah, I need more rope.
They want to be lowered in, right?
I'll do his intelligence check on this.
no.
Star.
I'm just gonna keep climbing
Okay.
fast as I can.
So that's another 40.
I know. Did I hear the thing crawling up the hole? Like, can I tell that it's crawling up behind?
What's your passive?
My perception's not great.
I think you would. It's not trying to hide, and it's like screaming and biting, and you would have heard Kara probably like, "Oh Jesus!" behind you. So yeah, you know they're coming up the hole behind you.
Okay. Is it possible? So can I move? Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move 40 feet, but I'm gonna use my feline agility to do it. So that's just my movement. Will be
Okay.
40 feet, and then I'm gonna use my action to throw a dagger down the hole at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would. So dagger first would make more sense to not give you disadvantage because you'll move out of range.
Yeah. Of course.
Totally.
Of course. Okay. Rolling.
Give her.
16 plus 7 is 23.
That is a hit, and it's
Nice.
within 5 feet, so you can take your sneak attack.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh wow, that's good. 4 plus 3 plus 5 is 12 damage.
12. So it scrabbles up the side, and you can see it winding up to take another swing at Kara, and the knife just digs right through its neck, and it falls back out of the hole dead.
Yeah.
One baby down. Then it is Ben's turn.
Uh,
Dagger.
yeah, so Ben would move 20 feet
Yep.
up. As he goes, his boots fall off, and you see large taloned feet begin gripping into the ice as he's pulling himself up. And he turns and looks, and his eyes are still glowing that sort of ghostly pale yellow. And he points down, and the whichever of the little ones is closest makes a wisdom save.
Okay.
13.
And this one would be baned, and it saves as well.
Yeah. Saving throws.
Saving throws.
Yeah.
That's what this is. Yeah.
Okay.
So it takes bane on that as well.
Sweet.
And it fails.
Okay. And it hasn't been injured?
It has not.
That is 6 damage.
Hooray!
Higher than 1. So then there is the sort of a talk of a sort of a like a large grandfather clock, just like kind of comes across it.
Okay, yeah, and you see it like it grabs into the wall, and its talons actually like shrink back and make these big divots as it is forced backwards a little bit by this ringing in its head, or this talking in its head, but not that kind of talking.
Yeah, this tick talking.
Rowan.
So Karadov's up the hole. It's just me and Bree down here now, right?
Yeah, and there's 2 babies who are also about to go up the hole.
Okay, I'm going to I'm going to go for the hole. So I'm going to go and stab one of those babies at the mouth of the hole.
Okay.
Will you take an opportunity from Big Mama?
Oh yeah, will I?
No, she used her react. Oh no, she got it back.
Yeah.
She did get her reaction back, so she is going to take an opportunity attack at you.
Bring it.
And Bane
What is my 2 dads again?
is
14.
a 14 to hit.
14 is my AC.
That hits. Okay.
Grand.
Rats.
Good. Now I get to see how much damage it does before it kills me.
And you take 4 damage.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're still doing the hit points as
lot.
like it's not
Yeah.
like getting stabbed.
Yeah, so it's not going to go. It's not stabbing through your body, but you feel the wind like parting behind your head, and you duck, and it like swings across the top of your head, and you actually like stumble onto the ground and barely manage to get yourself back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you feel your heart rate go through the roof as this scythe-like claw swings over your head.
Okay. And so kind of breathing heavy from that, I'm going to kind of throw myself at one of those one of the babies.
Yeah.
Today. That would be 22 to hit.
22? That is definitely a hit.
I don't get sneak attack on this one though, right?
No, it's not engaged with anyone right now.
That's okay. 8 damage.
8 damage. And are you attacking the one that just got bonged?
Yeah, that would be the one directly in the way, right? So
Well, I think I hit the one that was a little further in.
Yeah, the one that was farther up the tunnel is the one
okay.
that got bonged.
yeah, I think it would be the first one I'd grab along the way, thinking to clear the path for Bree.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So you do 8?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get up right behind this thing and just jab your dagger down into its back, and it like completely lets go of the wall, and you see it sort of like struggle, and it starts to flail around on its back a little bit. And like it's looking around panicked.
Okay. And I'm going to shout, Bree, you can make it up this hole, right? And as I'm like trying to struggle to get my knife out of this thing.
Okay.
So it's my turn.
Bree, your turn.
It will be hard with giant spider. And I stab into it again. That's a 17 to hit.
That is not a hit.
Oh God, this thing has so much AC.
It does.
I don't get any strength checks and saving throws.
Mm.
No. And then since it's used its reaction, I'm going to back up towards the hole as close as I can.
Okay, so both of you would be right at the bottom of the hole. Karadov.
I'm going to take my hand off the rope and look over my shoulder and try and toss a handful of fire down the hole
Okay.
at one of these little, the one that Rowan just mashed.
Okay, so that's the one farther back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Good rolls. Good rolls.
and 3 fire damage.
Okay. It's like scrambling around on its back. Rowan pulls the knife out, and then the fire just engulfs its face, and you see it scramble backwards for a minute, and then it flips on its back, and its legs twitch for a minute, and then stop.
This spell, by the way, is Produce Flame.
Produce flame.
Mm-hmm.
Probably does what it says.
Produce flame.
The lettuce is on fire.
Don't do this thing in a loblaws. Then it's the gnome who's going to keep on climbing. He's going. Man, this little fella. He can move. Well, not really.
Oh, I'm also going to climb 15 feet.
You're going to climb 15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm not scared. Not yet, at least.
The one that is left, the baby that's left in the tunnel, is going to try to escape. So seeing these two, seeing the one go down behind it, and this big furball blocking the entrance, it's going to climb up, and it's going to sprint. So it actually like spins around the tunnel. Kara, you can take an attack of opportunity on it if you want.
I think it has to be barehanded because my staff would have to be tucked into my...
Yeah, so you can try to punch it.
Yeah. For nat 20. I'm definitely kicking it.
That's so funny. So that's
Right.
2 damage
Yeah.
plus your strength.
My strength is -1. So.
So you can only possibly hurt something by punching it on a nat 20.
Yes.
That's
No,
amazing.
I don't think it subtracts damage.
It's 1 plus your strength modifier. I'm pretty sure.
He goes to 1 plus strength modifier.
Yeah. So I think you can't give
Unless
it,
you have
can't
like
heal it.
proficiency, then it's like a D4, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so you deal 1 damage. The best critical. That's amazing. So it starts climbing past, and you kick it, and it just goes and keeps going. It doesn't even slow
amazing.
down. It reconsiders running away. You see it in its eyes. It's like, should I even? Maybe I can. Nah, I'm gonna keep going, and it continues. And it goes. It catches up to you, Ben.
Oh boy.
'Cause
Okay.
it has a climb. Yeah. It has a very fast climb speed. Wait a minute. No, I was looking at the wrong one. Oh, it still has a very fast climb speed. So it passes you.
What?
Jeez.
Because you did an action both times, so you only moved 40 feet up. And it's dashing, so it can climb 60 feet. So it passes both of you. So you can make an attack of opportunity on it as well. Because it enters and leaves your zone.
Okay. That is a miss.
Miss? Yeah. So you're like, and try and swing at it as it comes by, and it just like just keeps climbing.
Yeah,
past.
just like kind of. Kick at it with a taloned foot.
Yeah.
And miss.
Yeah. And Star, you climbed another 40. So
Yep.
no, you can't. So now it's bearing down on the gnome.
He thought he'd escape.
He'll get it.
So you're almost caught up with Valen now, actually.
Cool.
And that was the babies.
Yeah.
So then it's Mama. Mama is mad at Big Lizard.
Yeah.
Mama's going to take a swing at Big Liz. Oh, how long does Bane last?
A minute.
Holy hell. Bane is amazing. Okay, that is 18 minus 3 is 15.
Doesn't hit.
Dear
Ah.
God.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow. That,
And
That'll
second
tighten
attack.
us with
I'm growing ever more confident in the spider foot.
Second attack is worse. Oh my God. She's hitting like 4s and 3s on this Bane every time.
Good.
Like totally cancels out her stuff. So yeah, and again, like you've backed up, and she charges up to catch up with you and swings again, and you've got her attack pattern down. You just Dark Souls. You see when she's coming, you knock that one thing to the side and step the other way as she does the exact same predictable attack pattern. But don't damage her anymore. She'll go into stage 2. Valen.
I continue to climb.
Yeah, okay. So you actually pull yourself up the top
Yes.
So with your full dash, you get out the top, and so the sun just like blinds you as you come up out of this hole, and you look around and you can see light and dust, and
Oh, right, the characters, right? The characters.
Mountains,
there's
trees.
birds. What else?
I actually literally took me a while
There's
to
a
think,
field.
dust.
Valen, tell our story, Valen.
Yeah.
Light and dusty.
Right, the little boy.
Yeah.
Tabaxis.
Little tabaxi
The
boy.
Tabaxi. And yeah, well, so it would be Light, Dust, Sky, and Yuri are all on the wagon, and you can see them like getting everything rehitched. So they're struggling to get the wagon back on the. It looks like they had to take the goats off the wagon to get them past the trees and everything, and that they're hitching them back up.
And so the rope is still tied to one of the wagons,
To
right?
the back wagon.
To the
yeah.
back wagon.
Yeah.
And so is it facing towards us or away from us?
It's moved pretty close. It's moved closer to the hole because it's beyond that little tree line that they had to get past, and it's out on the avalanche plain with you now.
Okay.
And they've got it pointed towards the paths on the other side that Kara found.
Oof. I hope they're not planning to go forward across. Just yet.
My little kobold buddy with me?
He is. Oh shit! Where would he be? Oh, he climbs
He-
about the same as
me,
you.
I think.
Yeah, so he would come up right behind you, just sort of be right at your heels as you're pulling yourself up. He's like, oh, and you can see him like trying to shield. He almost like slips off the rope because he's trying to shield his eyes from the sun. And he goes, oh hate, and then behind him here's the scrabbling, and he's like, better, I guess. Star.
I'm just going to continue climbing.
Yeah, okay, so you also pull yourself up from behind Valen.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, because you get 40.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Welcome to the rope climb.
I was
episode.
Oh,
behind
you
me.
don't. You don't make it all the way out. But
Okay.
you're like right there. Next turn, you'll be able to get out.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. Then it is Ben.
How far am I from Bree?
You are 40 feet up the tunnel.
Okay.
I don't know that you'd have line of sight on me.
It curves, and this bottom part levels out quite a bit more, so you can still see out the bottom of the tunnel. At about 60 feet, you won't be able to. So if you move again, you'll lose sight of the bottom.
Ben, or the owl formerly known as Ben, moves its 20 feet forward, and then it holds a feathered sort of taloned hand up, and that last guy is still there, right? The little babies.
You actually catch up to him when you climb up. Yeah.
Okay, well, before I do that, I will hold up my hand and make a wisdom saving throw. 13.
Oh. He passes, even with Bane.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
All right.
16 minus 1.
So I'll move.
Wait. Oh, yeah. He gets. Never mind. It's just flat 16. Because it's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He passes.
So I'll move.
So wise, these bugs.
Very wise.
I'll move.
I have instincts.
I'll move 15 feet up.
Okay,
gonna
so you're
stay.
just 5 behind.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So you're 55 up. Then it is Rowan.
Well, I would have seen. I would have seen that Bree is doing pretty good against this thing. I would size him up and then size up.
Okay.
He's alive.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
alive, yeah.
Can I tell that he would fit up this hole? Because this isn't the one he came down, is it? Well, I wouldn't
It
know.
is. It is.
I wouldn't know that though.
It's the only.
Yeah, I came down. The
She would fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's reasonable for you to conclude this is the one they came down. Because
Yeah.
we came down not this one,
Mhm.
and they came down another one.
And also, I could just look at it and be like, "Yeah, she can fit."
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
She'll fit in that hole.
all right.
You see that Bree will fit, and Big Mama won't.
All right, I'm gonna.
It's almost like that's a clue.
I mean, if you're sizing things up, I'll just tell you because you've got 16 fucking passive investigation.
No, 18. No, yeah, investigation. Is that,
15. Yeah.
I'd be like, well, Bree, you better be right on my heels here. You better be right on my heels, and I'm gonna climb up that rope.
Okay. So you can move 30 feet up
Yeah.
if you dash. Yeah.
Climbing up that hill. Climbing up this tunnel, baby.
Bree.
I'm going to stab the spider.
Yeah, okay. Stab the spider.
Of course you are.
I gotta wait till you guys at least get up into the tunnel. Like, do what I can. I miss. A big time miss.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm gonna use whatever movement I can to take an attack of opportunity, I guess. And
You would have been able to, when you moved last time, to move right next to the hole.
Yeah.
Are you moving in a different place?
no, I mean I'd be going up into the hole.
Oh, okay.
Can I? Because you said that the hole kind of like goes horizontally a bit before it curves. Can I like back into the hole, trying to like guard it with the spear?
Yeah.
With the trident, yeah.
I mean, you
without
could-
like climbing the rope at this point, I guess is my question.
Yeah, you could get in a little ways. It's pretty icy, but less so down here. So you could get like 5 feet into the hole. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'll do.
Yeah. Okay. And she doesn't get an attack of opportunity on you because she took one on Rowan.
And I guess,
Sweet.
also a little pair of boots slide down and land next to you guys.
Yeah, it's super ominous.
Yeah, because you kicked off your boots. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Okay, then it is Kara.
Okay. So that little baby one would be about 30 feet ahead of me at this point.
It is, yeah, and it's past Ben
Okay.
and has like, yeah, it's crawling on like the ceiling. So it'll be a tough shot if you're going to throw something at it. It'll have partial cover.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Watch out, Ben. Hold on tight. Nat 20.
Holy shit.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Lucky halfling.
And double the dice. So 6.
6. Okay. So you see it like scrabbling up, and you can see the gnome looking over its shoulder, like, oh no, oh no, oh no, as it's like running towards the gnome, and then you let loose this fire, and it just scorches all the way up the back of it, and you can see the like stab wounds and weird dents in its body sort of light up as this fire, and it starts to shudder and reaches one hand towards the gnome and then slides back down and sort of like loop-de-loops past you, and Bree, just from between your legs, this young one just like flies out into the hallway and just shudders and dies.
Excellent.
Another one down. All these babbies. And then it's the
Should
gnome
just
who's
stay
gonna
and fought.
It's gonna climb for his god dang life.
It's against this 18 AC monster.
Bucket of hit points.
Yeah. And I think resistances.
Okay. So
So
the gnome
even
continues to
match.
climb. The babies are dead. So Mama is going to go for Bree.
She can try.
Yeah. So she critical fail again. And second attack is definitely not going to hit. Yeah. 2. I cannot believe this. This is insane. Bane is the craziest spell in the world. So it's like reaching its claws in at you, trying to drag you out into its mouth as it just like bites at the bottom. And every time a claw comes in, you just like pin it to the side with your trident and smack it back out with your antler shield as it tries to grab at you. Valen.
So I'm up on the surface now, right?
Yes.
So looking at where the wagon is facing, if it just it's not ready to start moving yet because they still have to rehitch things.
They look like they're very close as far as you can tell.
If it started going forward, would that be pulling the rope up?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so that's like I'm sort of watching where I step.
Yeah.
I make my way towards the caravan and just like again encourage Yuri to. We've got to get this caravan moving now. We need to pull this rope up as quickly as possible.
Okay.
But I don't think I have any useful actions, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. And you're gonna make your way towards the. Okay.
There's no way for me to help pull rope. I'm weak as. I'll get out. I'll stand within 60 feet of the mouth of the hole.
Okay. Yeah,
I
sure.
don't think I can get that far yet. Because I guess I can go
If you dashed, you could get 60 feet away.
Can you dash carefully around holes?
No.
So I will move 30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah. Okay. Good catch.
He tried to get me.
And the kobold comes up behind you too, and it's just like he puts his badger hood up over his eyes and sort of holds it down and has one hand out just grabbing your robe and is like following behind you totally blind.
I'll hold his hand.
Oh, that's nice. And grumbling. And you sort of lead him around holes as he tries to walk into every single one
Of course.
Star.
So I guess I'm going to try and use my movement to pull over the top. But if I can do it without using my action, that'd be great.
You can. You're 160 feet, so you can use 20 feet to get out of the hole.
Sick. So I'm just going to stand at the top of the hole now, I guess. I don't have any movement left.
That is all your movement, yeah.
Okay, cool. So what can I see? So my instinct is to check the rope to make sure that it's like well tied, especially when the giant lizard has to get on it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't see, and the rope is tied onto the wagon, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna just use my action to dash to try and get to the rope.
Okay, and that would be another 40 feet?
Just 30.
Just 30 feet? Okay. So you're about 10 feet away from the wagon.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'll just, then I'll do that.
Yeah, okay. Doop doop. Then it is Ben's turn.
I'll move 40 feet up the rope.
Okay.
Do I hit the gnome?
No, the gnome's way ahead of you.
All right, cool.
You
30, right? Oh no, 40. You have climb speed.
He gets extra movement when he's shifted.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, you still have a bit of distance between you and the gnome.
Cool.
Rowan.
I'm climbing, so I'm dashing up that rope, so 30 feet, I guess.
30 feet. Okay, so 60. You are going to catch up with Kara.
All right.
Dashing up the rope.
And then Bree.
Can I use my action or a bonus action? Probably my action. To, I guess, drop my javelin, grab the end of the rope, and like wrap it around my arm.
You can use your action to secure yourself to the rope.
Yeah. So I'm gonna secure myself to the rope as I kind of maintain my shield and trident position, plugging up the hole.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's my.
Okay. Perfect. Kara.
Okay.
You're gonna have to drag me out of this hole.
Get lizard out of this hole.
You're not climbing?
I mean, I'm going to take a lot of attacks if I run, and also I feel great. I'm having a good fight.
Bree is terrified.
So I guess I can't see Big Mama from where I am.
You can.
I can.
Yeah, you're not 60 feet up there yet.
Well,
How far?
if
am
I'm
I?
right behind her, I climbed 60 because that first one was. 30,
Yeah,
and
you're like right next to each other. The two of you are within 5 feet of each other because you've been using actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can actually I think the fire sputters out after 30 feet. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna toss it anyway, and it's gonna sputter out.
Okay.
So that would miss. It would miss Bree. It would sputter out before it got to Bree.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna climb 15 feet.
Okay.
I didn't take any damage.
Does it have to be damage?
It has
It's not
to be-
just an
It
attack.
has to be take damage. So
Wait.
my rage is over as well.
What?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Take damage? Really?
You have to take damage or attack.
Good job, Bane.
Yeah.
Oh.
Since
Okay.
this thing is so bad at hitting me, it's now going to hit me all at once. My resistances are gone.
Pieces.
No.
Just as I planned.
Maybe he'll start climbing then.
So the gnome is going to
Maybe she'll start climbing then.
Maybe.
And Mama's turn. Oh, that might be good. That is 19 minus 1.
It's 18 that hits.
18. Okay.
Good timing.
I was like 19. Pretty good. I got a 75% chance to miss this. Like,
Okay. So that's one attack and second attack. Oh, 17.
that misses.
Jeez.
I roll.
Jeez.
Oh my God,
Okay.
Bane,
So
Bane,
Just holding my breath that whole time.
Bane saving spell.
So the as you're tying the rope around, sort of fending her off with and then you feel one claw come in and grab in that it like get wrapped up in your antler and pull it to the side, and the second one comes in and you step back and you feel it like graze a couple of scales off your chest as it comes by, doing 5 HP damage. As you just push yourself up against the side. There's not a lot of room, and now that she has your shield pushed to the side, she just dashes in at
That
you.
just makes me hungry.
As she tries to pull you out but can't. Then it is Valen.
I'll try to get as close to the caravan as I can. Are there like obstacles blocking the way?
Out here on this sort of for the next 500 feet is all avalanche. So everything's been cleared up. It's not it's like difficult terrain actually.
Okay.
Out here because there's like stumps and everything up, but it's easier moving than if you were just in the forest.
Okay. And is the caravan ready to move? And is it moving yet?
The caravan is looks like it's ready to go. You see Yuri actually hop up onto the front of his carriage.
All right. And can I ask you a question? Over the course of our 2 months together, have I noticed the goats particularly fond of any kind of treat?
Yuri feeds them sugar cubes.
I would like to place myself 10 feet or so, 5 feet in front of the goats and use prestidigitation to create the image of a pile of sugar cubes in my hand.
Okay.
And try to encourage the goats to move a little faster.
Okay, great. So you can... Well, yeah, with prestidigitation, you make the sugar cubes. The goats are just kind of standing there as Yuri's like, yeah, come on, Phyllis, let's go. And then they like get irritated and look ahead and then look at your hand and you see their eyes go wide.
Come on, fellas.
And they start galloping towards you. So they're going to dash. So if you're only 10 feet, they're going to catch you like immediately.
I'll try to start running with them. Like
Okay. So you start running ahead of them with this kobold in tow.
I probably would have let go of the kobold once I like stepped in front and started urging them forward.
Okay. So the kobold like reaches out, like trying to find you, and he lifts up his little thing and goes like, ah! And then sees the goats coming towards him and goes like, ah! And he's gonna dash ahead of you,
Yes.
just sort of like running through the snow. And you see him like
Disappear in a
sink
hole?
a little bit, and then he dives forward, and you see the snow fall out. So you see the hole in front of you, so you don't fall into it. And he's minesweepering this area in front of you as he like dashes ahead,
Excellent.
as he's screaming as these goats and you. So everybody in the hole, you all get pulled 30 feet up the rope. So Bree, especially at the bottom,
at the last moment.
these two massive rams are able to easily pull this weight up as they're chasing down these delicious sugar cubes.
Yeah, I was
which
like,
they're going to be.
Oh god! I just turn and start running.
So you get launched 30 feet up that hole, Bree, and
Will Mama take an attack of opportunity on her from leaving her space?
yes.
I thought it was only if they
Only
chose
voluntarily.
leave the space. Yeah,
Technically.
Oh yeah,
It says
I'll give her
voluntarily.
disadvantage because you're going quick.
that's fair.
So you do want to. You did cut on the rope.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not like, no, leave me down here.
It's just supposed to
Damn it, leave me.
That's just designed so that you can't like thunderwave someone into an attack of opportunity.
Very good.
Yeah, so it is much more sudden than it should be. So I will give her disadvantage, and so you get pulled up, and you see those two spines come up after you and dig into the ground as you just jet up this hole.
I roar crankily like I don't want to leave. Like I'm like a cat being like taken back inside.
I'm taking away that disadvantage.
Remind me, what are the Rams' names?
Gertie and Brett,
Okay.
And are they both male? Or are they male and female? Or...
male and female.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Ram
apologize
to you.
to the one I misgendered earlier.
It doesn't understand your words.
I'm mostly running and screaming.
It only speaks sugar cubes.
You think it's gonna be okay when they find out you don't have sugar cubes.
They're gonna hate you forever.
Probably gonna
And
be
you
real
hear
mad.
So you hear this burrowing behind you, and you're out of initiative.
Okay.
Woo!
Now,
Nice.
because all the babies
That means
are,
we win.
the babies are gone. So you, the caravan keeps moving forward.
Yeah.
Yuri actually reaches down and grabs you, Valen, and like moves you over. And the goats watch you go over their heads, but he sort of whips their reins, and you keep moving across.
Amazing.
And one by one, everybody on the rope, you just pop out onto and just start getting dragged along
Across the
behind.
snow.
So all of you can make. You're getting dragged across the snow. So if you want to try
I'm gonna
to.
roll over onto my back and use my shield as a sled.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So you're going to you are going to take some damage from getting dragged across, but it's just one. So everybody who gets dragged out, you're going to take 1 damage as you just get dragged across various like rocks and stumps that are sticking out of this avalanche plane as you get pulled out. But Yuri's looking behind, and as soon as he sees the last one of you get pulled out, he just woes the goats, and he's like, "Hey, everybody, you made it! Good job! What's going on?"
Well, I think we learned the Brie makes a great door.
I agree. Well done, Bree.
I could have taken it.
Well, could have taken what? What happened? You all right?
Giant cave crab thing.
Oh,
Good
Oh.
food.
It was not Sindor's will that you fall
Jesus
this day.
Christ. What the hell was that?
And then Benjamin, you see the feathers and stuff starting to recede, and you hear the voice say,
I return this avatar to you.
and he collapses.
Have our heroes truly escaped the burrowing menace? Will Ben survive his transformation into the baneful owl? Will Gertie and Brett ever get their sugar cubes? Find out next time on Wonders and Blunders. What'd you think of that? I was giving that a try. I don't know. Maybe we won't stick with that. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Wonders and Blunders. We're always so happy to have you here. And we have some exciting news for you guys. We just got our very own website, so we don't have to host it off my weird website anymore. Now we can do it on its very own. So check out wonderandblunder.com. Really didn't think about how hard that would be to say. I mean, it's fine, right? It's not like this is a purely audio format. It's not like it has to be super legible. Check out wonderandblunder.com. We spent a long time making sure that your service wouldn't be interrupted, but just to be safe, just double check that you're still subscribed. Oh, I really hope it worked. On the website, you can see our sexy logo designed by Mike Butler. Check him out on Twitter at Perfect Sunday Comic. We pitched him something crazy, and he, being a graphic genius, made something better than what we asked for. So big thanks and shout out to him. Check out his comics. They are super funny. That might have sounded sarcastic. It wasn't supposed to be. They're legitimately very funny. As always, please tell your friends about this podcast, and if you have time, leave a rating on iTunes for us. That would really help us out. It's so hard to get your podcast noticed, and a good rating on a system like that is really the best way for us to do it. And besides that, just keep it up, you know? You're doing great. Keep going. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.